Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2. Gonna be Serral and Cure. They are back again from the Esports World Cup on Ultralove. Top right, it is Serral. Bottom left, it is Cure. Let's go, man. A great TVZ here for you today. Cure, JSL champion. Can he live up to Serral's expectations for him in this game? Let's find out together. Extractor drinking, as usual, here is Serral. It's either going to be a 15 hatch or a 16 hatch off of an extractor trick, just an earlier hatch to go ahead and counter an early Reaper or maybe an SCV block, and Cure is not going to go ahead and try that. Just barracks here at 16 supply at the top of the ramp in case it's a pool first here from Serral, but no, it's going to be a 16 hatch after an extractor trick here, getting down sub 1 minute. What's the play going to be here, folks? What is Serral going to do to try to kill Cure? It's going to be the Nidus with the lurkers inside the main base right here that Terran are not usually prepared for some reason. I don't know, man. It's the current meta to throw up a Nidus worm at the back of the main base at like 11 or 12 minutes with lurkers in it, and then have the Terran scramble to respond to it. So, I don't know, man. Just like leave a Liberator up back here and force the Nidus Worm to go somewhere else. I think that's what I would do if I was a Terran player against a high-level Zerg, and then I would die in the first 2 minutes. That plan would never come to fruition. Anyway, so Extractor being saturated right now. Cure's Refinery is already saturated with SCVs inside the Refinery. I guess not inside the Refinery, right? The Refinery does all the refining. Refining. And the SCVs are just picking it up and bringing it back. Same thing with these drones, maybe? I guess they do go inside it, but they're inside for so little time. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you think that the drones are actually refining the Vespene gas, or the SCVs are actually refining it, or if they're just inside picking it up and then coming back out and delivering it to the orbital command. All right. So a Reaper in the natural base of Serral. Queen not quite ready, and I think we're going to get a kill here from this Reaper. Hang on a second. Oh my gosh, that drone, so low HP, but no, man. Getting a kill with a Reaper against Serral. It's so hard, man. So hard sometimes. Got a third base coming up here from Serral. No attempt to block it from Cure this time. Cure does attempt to block third bases with a bunker or with the Reaper, but not today. So, we'll have to see if Serral is happy about that. Huh? Huh, indeed? What's the play here? We've got spawning pool on the way. I mean, we got an upgrade on the spawning pool on the way. Metabolic boost. Hey, you're surprised by that? Nope. We've got Hellions as a follow-up. Are you surprised by that? No, indeed. And we're going to see Banelings, or we're going to see Roaches here from Serral. Maybe Ravagers. Extractor tricking again. Third base popping here at 3 minutes and 35 seconds. Right on time for a Zerg that wants an early third. And it's going to be a Banshee follow-up. So it's going to be Reaper into Hellions into Banshee. A style that was popularized by our guy Special a long time ago. Cure's third base is already done. Sub 4 minutes. It's inside the main base. Going to go ahead and upgrade it to an orbital command before he lands it right here. And playing defensively. Keeping a couple Hellions at home. And look at this Queen positioning, man. This Overlord right here is so important to, and this Overlord as well, for helping the Queens know where to go to deflect this kind of harassment. It is hard. But again, Overlord positioning. Hellions can't shoot up. Reapers can't shoot up. They cannot shoo away this Overlord. Look at this. Overlord scouting here at the main base. This Marine, not enough. Not enough to shoo it away. And there's Starport. Reactor. Another barracks. Factory. Going on to the tech lab here. Do we see that? Oh, we see the factory. We don't see the tech lab. So maybe it's going to be a Marine tank attempt with Stim, with medevac support here, around 6 to 7 minutes. Maybe as late as 8. But if you don't try to make a push before that point, just say goodbye to your win. The Zerg's going to win. And you are going to lose. This Banshee, 0 kills and half HP. Ugh. It is so hard to harass. We got 1 Ling down and 1 Overlord that was sacrificed on purpose by Serral in the first 5 minutes. 4th base at the top left of Ultralove. Dude, this is insane. Serral, look at these spikes. These are mule drops. Mule drop, mule drop, mule drop, and bam. This is going to be 62 workers here from Serral at 5 minutes and 40 seconds. This little terrain debris, maybe a little bit of a bus right there. It's got a lot of armor and a lot of HP, so these Lings without any upgrades to attack take so long. But what else are we going to do with these Lings, huh? If Cure's not attacking, I guess the Lings are just suited to take down this debris here. Oh, maybe not. What are we doing here? Into the main base? I guess waiting for a pickup, waiting for a drop there. I don't know why these Lings are here. Oh, man. Is that Banshee dead? Is it dead? Yes. Queens took it down. There's the wreckage, and it disappears. Because Banshees are made of biodegradable material, as well as, you know, tanks and Cyclones and Hellions and stuff. They biodegrade just like Marines do, and Marauders. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th base coming in. Thinking about it based on the creep spread. Yeah, combat shield, Marine production. So many racks being built all the time here. We've got 2. We've got 4. We've got 6. We have 7 racks here from Cure. Moving out with the medevacs, with the Marines, with the Hellions. And here we go. Like I said, we're coming up on 8 minutes. You gotta go, dude. It is a siege tank. I thought it might be a couple more than 1 siege tank. He's got 1 back home. He's gonna keep the tanks back home? Wow. So yeah, just pushing out with a few Marines with Stim. Gonna take down that Queen. Creep Tumor's gonna die as well here. And it is the Roaches from Serral. The Hive is coming in, so he's not like gonna try to go Roach Ravager forever. Which is my least favorite thing that Zerg players try to do, is go Roach Ravager until the end of time. Yeah, scouts the 5th base. Sees it happening. Viper's on the way. Adrenal getting started as soon as the Hive finishes. Serral is a man after my own heart. Although he has had games where he forgets about Adrenal. And then 1,000 Lings die. None of them have the Adrenal upgrade. And I'm a very, very sad Falcon. You know how that works. Creep spread getting sniped on out here. Concussive Shell is on the way. We are going for Ling. Roach Ravager. It's enough to make Cure pick up and get out of here, man. Corrosive Bile gonna knock down this bit of debris, which also seems to have a train in it. We ended up knocking this stuff down. Where is it? Here it is. We did knock this stuff down eventually. Great. Great, great, great. Okay, so look, if Serral doesn't win this game from this point, I don't know what's going on. Everything that Cure's tried to do to slow him down has absolutely been murked. Resources lost are actually, well, technically they're favoring... No, Cure has more resources lost. Ling run by into the natural base. The front door was wide open, and some Lings are top of the SCVs. A couple SCVs go down. Big, scary Terran ball here, man. This is Hellbats. This is Marines. This is Siege Tank. What are we doing? Siege Tanks getting sieged up in range of a base. I love the Lings are just like, well, what if we just killed your 3rd base entirely? How do you like them apples? You can have one of my bases. I'm going to kill 33% of your bases, and you're going to kill like 20% of my bases. I'm okay with that math. Baneling speed is done, though. Hatchery, gonna save it. Oh, yeah, gonna save it. Blinding Cloud. Lings come on the backside. Focus on the Siege Tanks. Trying to chase with Banelings is very, very difficult, but falling back anyway. We're good to go. We are good to go. That hatch is alive, but very vulnerable. Not like what we're seeing here from Cure fans. Not at all. Not this time around. He's beat Serral before. But this is looking like so much Zerg. Abducting Siege Tanks. Chasing back and back and back and back here. Too many Roaches, too many Ravagers. Corrosive Biles trying to land on top of these medevacs as well. 3rd base looking good from Cure. He's got it back up and running. Worker count is 96 to 75, though. Oh, that's army value. 77 to 62, still favoring Serral on the income advantage tab quite nicely. So 5th base looking fancy from Serral. Probably a transfuse or 2 on this base would be nice. It's at 200 hit points, which is extremely, extremely snipeable by like a Marauder with Stim, honestly. We'll kill that thing in about 2 seconds. And these little groups especially. But getting that deep onto the creep is going to be tough. That said, the creep is not that deep leading up to this base. Look at it. Yeah, he's going to get in here. He's going to try to snipe it. And no! Serral's on top of it. He loses 110 HP. There's 90 left on that thing, but a 6th base is coming in from Serral. On the left side, we got Ultralisks coming in. We've got +3/+3 for both players in production onto that production tab. And, oh man, Changeling getting sniped out. This is looking insane. Insane in the membrane. Serral's too big. He's too big. He's maxed out. He's developing a bank. The income is favoring him. Even with the mules. Scans in. Once again, intercepting it. Serral says no. Says, how about you get out of here, friend? Top left attack coming in. Also engaged by a bunch of Lings with 2/2 and Adrenal. And Banelings with 2/2 and Roaches. And another pickup. Cure has to get out of there. He's had to get out of there every time. He hasn't killed a single hatch. He hasn't killed a single drone. Fact check. No, he hasn't killed a single drone. Resources lost are 8,000 to 8,000. Even resources lost is the most terrifying thing. If you sat down with Cure before this game and said, hey, at about 11 minutes, you're going to be at even resources lost with Serral, he's like, I'm not playing this game. I'm just going to forfeit. We'll go to the next one. This is not happening. This is not happening. So 3-3 finishing up here from Cure very soon. It's faster upgrades for the Terran than it is for the Zerg. Just because Zerg has so much more stuff available to them macro-wise. What is this? You just try to kill these roaches? Yeah, just giving up these roaches to make up room for something else. Lings, for example. He's got a Spire coming in. Maybe some Corruptors. Maybe some Mutalisks. Maybe some Broodlords to try to finish off Cure here. He's expanding again. Yeah, I mean, this is a game where Maru would have this base and this base already, but Cure is not Maru. Maru would be here too. But Cure losing all the SCVs at the 3rd base really slowed him down. And Serral's just in utter and complete control here, man. He is. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm staring at it, and you might say, yeah, but they're both maxed out. Nope. This is a game where Serral's going to win, bringing it from right side, top side, and more right side here. Blinding Cloud causing issues. Corrosive Biles getting some connections a little bit. About all you can expect against a mobile army like this with Corrosive Biles. Not like there's any tanks. Hold on. Cure's got a lot of Marauders here. Very tanky against both the Ravagers and the Banelings. A bunch of Lings swelling in here and getting a surround on this would be pretty nice. It's a heavy Marauder count. They get the hatch. What? He did get in there and poke it down. All right. Well, I mean, I'd feel better about that if Serral didn't already have 7 other bases. But, you know, it's a minor victory. Serral is much willing to lose that. Cure's getting a 4th base behind it. But this army is going to get absolutely ravaged. Cure does not have the money to rebuild this when they all die. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Serral did have enough money to remax. Now he's up 90 supply. Wait, he's up 50, 40 supply, something like that. Ultralisks have arrived. They are mad. They're not very good versus Marauders in a straight-up engagement, and I don't know. There you go. Liberators to deal with the Ultralisks. Widowmines are good attacks on Ultralisks too. We've got the Marauders, obviously. Ghosts with their snipe, very good. He's not getting ghosts today. Yeah, I think Serral feels like he's, ahead enough that he can make Ultras, and he can win anyway. Against a better player, like against Amaru at the peak of his powers, I don't think he would try Ultras. I really don't. It would be Lurkers, it would be Nidusy shenanigans, it'd be trying to get in the back line and hurt Maru that way. It's just so hard to make Ultras work in a TVZ. And look at this map. Look at the map. This base isn't even a planetary yet. Not that it matters. It was going to die anyway. The ability to lift is actually a major bonus. More SCVs dying. The responding army is actually enough to make Serral fall back a little bit. What am I saying? Liberator tries to get in, and Queens kill it immediately. Second Liberator gets out with all of 20 total hit points, tries to get some kills, not working at all. And once again, this base, okay, now it's dead. Gotta cancel on the planetary upgrade, and then it died before we could lift it off. That sucks! Oh, that sucks. And that's it. We're staring at it. We're staring at it. We're trying to figure it out, but Cure just did not have a path forward in this game. Like, maybe if Serral tried to win with, like, Mass Roach, he's just like, aha. You know what will defeat this big Marauder Liberator-style army is Mass Roach. That's all I need. He would lose. But that's it. Like, that's the only way. He just does something stupid like Mass Ling alone. Fungal! Beautiful Fungal. Everything's green and ruined, and yeah, this is not happening. There's the GG. Cure recognizes the position that he's in, decides to tap out, play again another day. Gotta respect that decision. And bam, Serral is our winner. Our income tab looks like this, and it's 188 to 68 supply. Cure at the end of the game had exactly 5 Marauders, 3 Marines, a tank, and a couple medevacs. Yeah, not going to work. Not going to work. Income tab looks too much. It's just the Reaper didn't do anything. The Hellions didn't do anything. He didn't delay the third base. He didn't get a hatch kill anywhere. His little 7.5 minute timing attack was absolutely crushed and destroyed and dismantled. And if that's how your opening, 8 minutes is going to go against Serral, you're going to lose. You just are. It's tragic and it's kind of unfair, but as a Terran player, if you don't get any kind of harassment off on a Zerg player that's this good in the first 8 to 9 minutes, you're just going to die. You are. Yes, you forced out some extra queens. Yes, you forced out some lings, but you actually have to do damage. And if you don't do that, you're out. So the Spire seemed to be a safety thing as far as I'm concerned. I don't think he was really planning on making any mutas or corruptors, but if it was a lot of Liberators against this comp, I think he would have thrown out like 8 to 10 corruptors and just tried to snipe those Liberators down, but didn't need to do it. 5th base comes back, expanding 6th, 7th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, and Cure never really got a 4th today. That's your death. That is your death. That is the problem, and that is the win from Serral for your Sunday. Ugh. So that's it. Absolutely fantastic showing from Serral. What do we expect from this guy? Anything but like fantastic stuff? No, not really. Good game. Good game to all. Better luck next time at Cure, and that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.